Genshin Impact won the mobile game update of the year, but apparently there are people who are not happy about it. Hello there, how's it? I'm Ame Gakita there. So obviously today in the chat, we are gonna go into the deep dive a little bit of Genshin versus Honkai Star Rail. And most of that, in case anyone want to know, I do play both games, alright? I do play Honkai Star Rail, I do play even like Warframe Way and Genshin Impact. Hell, I even play including games like Xenozone Zero. So don't you guys go and tell me that I don't play those games and I can't give my take, okay? So that being said, right, it's kind of interesting to see like situation where the winner is so-called being highlighted that Genshin Impact 5.0, understand it's 5.0, is considered one of the best update in 2024. Now, why is it like 5.0 is the one of the important point is that it is actually going up against Penacony in Honkai Star Rail 2.0. If people say like if it's like 2.1, 2.3, 2.4 along the line, then probably Honkai Star Rail might have won. But the thing is, right, people need to understand that it is going against 5.0 versus 5.0. 2.0. So if people say like if it's latest, why did they not use others? Because like Warframe Way is using 1.3, so that's a whole new different story. Now the thing is, right, a lot of games don't really like add in a lot of new update to the game, and when I say new update, it's because they highlight that it's like the best update that has significantly improved the game content. That means that it must include new mechanic in the game that give it people to like or maybe like improve on the game or whatsoever that people love the game. And Genshin Impact, though a lot of people kind of hate on it because like Natlan over Penacony is insane, or even people going talking about no effing way that Natlan won over Penacony. Don't get me wrong, Penacony story-wise and Natlan story-wise both hit like a truck, okay? Natlan who know, anyone who know about the Genshin Impact Natlan story, right? Like the fight against the Abyss is insane. The death throw they are like Mihoyo just say, okay, let's showcase some of the character that is gonna die in the game, or character that is just like they just straight out show the character dying, or even case of like the fight against the Abyss itself, which is like insane. Now, that doesn't mean that Penacony story in Honkai Star Rail is bad, considering that it's also confusing at first but good overall. So the thing is, right, the only thing is that we have to understand what is the criteria that is so-called being put apparently, alright? So based on what they say, the best update that significantly improved the game content, I think that just because the story-wise, right, it's not being put into so-called the major factor, so I'm gonna assume the game mechanic. So if that is what they indicate of, then I think Genshin Impact would have won outright, because Genshin Impact had introduced the so-called, what a lot of people call it, the Pokemon, or the so-called the Saurus themselves, where you can like process those little creature and then you use them to explore Natlan a lot. So like in like when the comparison of Genshin Impact 4.0 to 5.0, where you can't like you can go and explore frontage all around into the underwater, above the sky, along the line. Yeah, it really kind of like showcase that in Natlan the mechanic is way different. But if you're gonna say like in terms of mechanic for Penacony, I would definitely say I would rank that the map exploration, right, it's really something as similar as Inazuma in Genshin Impact. Tell me how many people would love to go back and explore all the Penacony map exploration, because some of the map are too tedious or too confusing, and in a way I wouldn't even bother going back. In a way, it's like once I complete it, there's no way I'm going back. So tell me how many people out there willing to spend their time to play Penacony map in Honkai Star Rail and say that, oh, that's very, very nice, that's very, very fun. The issue with Penacony map, right, I'm not saying it's bad. The only issue is that some of the map exploration is kind of like confusing, or either kind of like the puzzle is kind of like it's not like really like saying that it's linear. You sometimes you have to go back and forth to do exploration. So to some players, I receive from what I do know is that they find it way confusing in some aspect of the map exploration. As compared to Natlan itself, you can just go, basically it's an open world, you just go anywhere and you won't get into trouble. So the thing is, right, In terms of game mechanic, I would give it to Natlan over Penacony. Not saying that Penacony storyline is bad. I play both games. I like Honkai Star Rail a lot because one of the things is that the mechanic is simple, everything is fine. But again, when it came to new improvement, there is no improvement in Honkai Star Rail. Like legit, it's the same thing where you just throw your character auto battle and then be done with it. So if you're telling me that there is new mechanic within Honkai Star Rail that is not stimulated universe where it's just basically the same thing where you go around into the universe, start killing monster, add in new mechanic that is like basically still the same thing again, that you only can use the mechanic in that universe again, yeah. I wouldn't say it's actually a huge improvement. So the thing is, right, in terms of improvement that significantly improve the gameplay, obviously you have to give this credit to Genshin more. I'm sure that a lot of people will start bashing on it, considering that you can say like no effing way that they want or like whatever. Like, yeah, it's fine. It's fine that even like people, if you like it or you don't like it, it's fine. Your opinion is everyone, right? The issue is that even for me, I playing Natlan and Penacony, I find that Natlan is way more easier for me to go back to keep playing as compared to Penacony when I don't even want to bother to go and do my exploration again. Like once I do the exploration, once I got my chest, I'm out of there. Like the map is just not worth my time to go back again and again. It's not that I hate it. It's just it doesn't give me the vibe that I need to go back. But another game that I would definitely go back would be again Xenosaga Zero, considering I've been playing Xenosaga Zero a lot. Now the game mechanic, is there any improvement in the game mechanic in Xenosaga Zero? I wouldn't say much, but I like the combat more. But not saying that the easy gameplay on the Honkai Star Rail is bad. It's just that again I mentioned, if they are going with the significant improve on the game content, then I would say Genshin won outright, whether we all agree or not. Alright, so the thing is, right, I've seen a lot of people talking about it, like some people prefer Penacony, but you can't pretend again that the story wise, like in terms of story wise, throughout the three game that is technically the big three of MiHoYo game or Hoyoverse game, whichever you call it, Natlan versus like Genshin Impact versus Honkai Star Rail versus Xenosaga Zero, they have been a banger. The Beast fight against the Natlan is crazy. Penacony's story itself is, I wouldn't say it's bad, it's just confusing at first, but overall when you start liking it, it's actually quite a banger, and there is a funny moment, there is nice moment, but the only thing is, right, like I mentioned, it was confusing at first because it happened in a dream. It was also called fake. So when you have that kind of thing, it's kind of like when you are comparing 2.0 versus 5.0, obviously Genshin Impact will win outright because the change from 4.0 to 5.0 is huge as compared to 1.0 to 2.0. Which is basically not much. So at the end of the day, does that mean that Honkai Star Rail, if they want to win, they should add in more content? Not entirely, because the thing is, right, if we compare the change from 1.0 to 2.0, it's just basically more stimulated universe. That's all. There's not like game mechanic that can help to improve your combat or whatever. It's just more character. It doesn't even saying like new character. Yes, new character, that is just basically adding new character. So people who don't have the character, does that improve the game itself? No. So the thing is, right, just because people going around saying like this and that, right, is at the end of the day, you still have to understand, if people love Natlan more, then you can't deny that majority of people like Natlan more. Again, like I mentioned, it's back to the point of the main mechanic they are looking for. Does it improve the game content overall? The new content in Natlan is way more improvement with new it's a whole new different content, it's a whole new different game style in Natlan as compared to Fontes or even Sumeru, all this. So you can't really deny the fact that Natlan improvement is really insane. But in terms of story wise, again, everyone is subjected to who they like or what they like. So Penacony is really like reaching its end of 2.0 3.7. So once they reach to the new map 3.0, that will be the time when we'll be looking forward to see what new mechanic they will be introducing. But at the end of the day, it still depends on MiHoYo how they what kind of new mechanic they want to add the game. The only way they can add new mechanic is the same old stimulated universe, or basically new map. Again, we do not know what kind of update there will be, only time will tell. But again, if terms of new update, that's only like based on what I know. And again, do understand, this is still technically my speculative thought. It's just a random chat. Don't go around listen to this kind of people saying like, oh, they should be thrown to jail. Yeah, this kind of idiot people posting this kind of thing just don't understand the whole mechanic about this whole ordeal about. It's actually they are comparing 2.0. They are not comparing like 2.1, 2.2, 2.3. Okay, so this just showcase that how idiotic online internet people are at times. Don't even read the whole damn thing and then start attacking over it. But then again, I won't deny that Penacony do have its own fun. It's just that when you ask me, if you want to compare Natlan, do you want to go back to all the map again? In a way, the exploration is more easy. I will go back. Penacony, some of the map are very confusing. Not in time to go back. So at the end of the day, that's again just a random chat. But whether you have your own view, your own take, whether you agree or disagree, right in the comment section, we can discuss it further. If not, if you do like this video, don't forget to press the like button and subscribe for more random chat where I talk about stuff that sometimes makes sense, doesn't make sense, or random at time. But the one thing I hope is not random for you guys is have a nice day online. Bye.